Hello gamers, before this video starts, I'd like to ask you, if you do enjoy the content, please give a like on the video. Also, if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell for notifications. And also, if you have an idea for a future video, please drop a comment, and I might do your video. And so, let's get on with the video. Okay gamers, so I'm here doing a Star Wars Fallen Order kind of like game review discussion type thing, and it wouldn't be a good discussion without two people, so I'm here with one of my friends. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Howdy gamers, it's me, Biff the Bear. Good old friend of Mr. Legend over here.
That's me. I'm Legend.
That's Legend, by the way, in case you don't know who he is.
Yeah, please subscribe. So yeah, that's Biff the Bear. I'll be putting an end card for him in the end of the video, and also a link at the top of the description. If you are interested and want to check out his content, please do. It's actually pretty good. I like it. I'm also in a couple of his videos. So to get on with things, so firstly, what are your thoughts on the new Star Wars game?
On Fallen Order? So, from what I've seen so far, it's not at all what I expected, but I guess I don't mean that in a bad way. I like the inspirations they've taken from software games. Like, I didn't see that coming. I was expecting either full Jedi Academy or full Force Unleashed, but
yeah,
I kind of like what they're going for, honestly.
It's going for a little bit of like a Dark Souls-y feel, like one-hit kill type stuff, except you don't get one-hit killed or whatever.
Yeah, it's not nearly as I guess
Souls-y.
difficult. Yeah.
But it's still up there with the combat system and everything.
Mhm,
It also kind of reminds me of the combat system of like For Honor in a little bit.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. Also, so what's your thoughts on like how the game system runs and everything? So like the planet system, I guess.
Oh, like the Metroidvania inspirations?
Yeah.
I think that's honestly really cool. Like, I didn't see that coming. I thought it would just be completely linear, like Titanfall 2's campaign, which is a great campaign, by the way. But I like what they're doing with this, where you can just start wherever you want. It gives it some more replayability, in my opinion, and just makes it generally more interesting to play through. And I think it was a good decision on their part. And you know what I mean? It's Star Wars. You want to go to different planets. You don't want to be restricted to one up until a certain point.
Yeah. Personally, what I think about it, I think it has a lot of potential to be something great, but you know, knowing the Respawn, they make really good games from what I've experienced so far with them.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Like Titanfall 2. I think Titanfall actually like didn't get as much as it should have gotten.
It really didn't.
Because
especially the first one.
Yeah. Titanfall 2, I think a lot of people like started with Titanfall 2, but like if you actually played Titanfall 1, you know where I'm coming from this. Like people didn't really play Titanfall 1 just because there was no campaign or whatever. But I mean, it still provided like a really good and really interesting game to play.
Oh yeah.
Especially with like the wall mechanics and everything. But that's a little bit off track. And then there's EA.
Oh boy.
EA.
You gotta love them.
EA loves to stuff microtransactions and everything, but what I've heard so far from this game, they have, I think, confirmed now that there aren't actually going to be any microtransactions. Which, personally, if this game does turn out to be a good, like a really solid game, and if there's like DLC for it, which I would see there being DLC, like I'd obviously buy it if it's a really good game.
Yeah, if the quality is high enough, I would certainly not mind paying for story DLC. I mean, that is unless they like, you know, lock the ending behind a story paywall. But other than that, I wouldn't mind buying some DLC in that regard.
Yeah, but as it comes to like loot boxes and everything, I know there's like the whole like are loot boxes gambling or not, and honestly I'm not gonna go into that subject because
Yeah, then this video would be like half an hour long.
yeah, probably more than a half an hour honestly. But I genuinely I think it's a good thing that they're kind of trying to stay away from the whole microtransaction thing, and I think that's a genuinely a good move for EA.
Yeah.
It puts, you know, a little bit less what's the word, like bad,
I don't know.
I guess, into their name. Like
Gets rid of some of the bad feelings. I'm pretty sure they're still in the negatives here when it comes to brownie points, but they're they're climbing the ladder a little bit at least.
yeah, Battlefront 2, lots of
Battlefield
microtransactions,
5.
Battlefield 5, literally any game EA touches,
Mass Effect Andromeda.
just a whole bunch of microtransactions get just pushed into it. But I think this game shows promise, and I hope that it kind of like
Delivers.
cuts that out. But yeah, I think it's a genuinely good thing that they're doing this.
Yeah, so I guess a bit of a question for you. Something that's been talked about a lot is like the visuals in the game, and I think it's kind of an interesting thing to talk about because it doesn't look nearly as nice, obviously, as Battlefront, but on the contrary, it's not going to have all the bugs that a Frostbite engine game usually does have.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I think it's a good thing it's not using Frostbite, even if it won't spoil us like Battlefront 2 in that visual regard.
Like, honestly, visually, sure, it doesn't look as great, but I still think it looks like a pretty good looking game for what it is. Especially being from the third person, it's going to take a lot more to render and everything because you have a wider vision. Obviously in FPSs you can have that slider for field of view. But I think for what it is, it's a genuinely good looking game. Effects look really nice. Just motion blur.
Oh yes, lovely motion blur.
Okay, I have a genuine question here for everybody that watches this video. I want you to put a comment down below on what you think about this personally. I want to know like why they actually include motion blur in video games if they know from like past experience that it just takes down the graphics and it just makes it look a little bit worse.
Makes it look really muddy. Yeah, when you're like it looks great when you're standing still, but when you start moving, ooh.
Yeah.
First thing I always turn off.
Yeah. They also talked about like full lightsaber customization, which seems pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not like Force Unleashed 2 where you could like change pretty much only the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you know, I liked Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2 when I was a kid, but looking back on it, it's just a hack and slash that has Star Wars slapped in front of it.
I did go back and play the Force Unleashed 2, and like just the camera angles, like all the pans that it forces, it makes me really sick. And I'm really happy they didn't go for
a third
that
one.
style of game again. Yeah, because no offense towards the Force Unleashed, I have great memories with that game, but just like playing it as I'm older, holy crap, that game is just it doesn't feel fully developed. I guess like the combat system and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good dumb fun, but like. Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of Rome, like what Rise Son of Rome was, but not Roman, and it actually has really bad camera angles. Cause like Rise Son of Rome actually did hack and slash pretty well, from what I got out of it, anyways. But I haven't played that game in like 2-3 years. So actually, when did that even come out?
When the Xbox One launched.
Yeah, so like
it was a launch title.
5 years ago.
Yeah, but I guess anyway.
Other than that, like, what are your future ambitions for the game?
For the game, so
yeah.
So looking at it, and seeing the gameplay and hearing people discuss it, actually, some leaks were released just 2 days ago, which I'm not going to spoil, of course, because I'm not a dick. Because there's some big stuff that's been found in the game file. So if you're waiting for the game, I'd keep off the social medias, or at least keep you know, at least make sure that you avoid all Jedi Fallen Order content until then, because people are going to start making clickbaity thumbnails with stuff they found. But anyway.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Allier.
Looking at it, what I'm hoping for is just a lot of depth in the end. I'm just hoping that the game has reasons for me to come back to it. Like, I don't want it to be a game I play once and never come back to, unless it's a really solid experience like a Metro game or something. But I don't think we're getting quite that immersive of a game. But I just hope it has some reason for me to come back to it. Some kind of element, or like some surprises would also, I guess, be nice near the end. Because I know Cal, the main character, for the most part, I believe he's a Padawan. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I know in like Jedi Academy, you kind of got to grow your power up to like Jedi Master, and I don't expect to see that in this game, but I do hope that the Force powers do get far more dramatic and more powerful as we go up, just to make things more interesting.
Yeah. I think they said something about like this game. You're allowed to like, it's like a kind of a decisions as well, like the decisions you make in the game. Also like, do something. They provide like a better story. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be like
that a
that.
bit. Yeah, I know. One thing they did talk about though is we won't be having like a dark side option or dark side powers, which at first kind of disappointed me, but I do understand. You know, Disney, it has to be canon. You know,
Yeah.
we sadly, can't have Star Wars games that dynamic anymore. But I still think Respawn can deliver a great experience without that element.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly, I think that this game has a lot of potential for replayability if it does execute the whole choice system well. Also, I think that this game could be something great.
It really could be, honestly. I really hope it is, honestly.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts? One. We did see some nice clone trooper armor from Dead
Yes.
Clones on Kashyyyk in that one gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
Respawn, please. I need some Clone Wars content. I know it takes place like right after Order 66. Please, I need some clone troopers, some clone boys. That would make me very happy. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my only ending
That's-
thought. I want clones.
You just want clones?
Please, even if it's just for like one cutscene, I'll be happy.
Give us clone armor?
Give
Wink,
us some
wink.
clones.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, wink. Please, something clone related besides dead clones.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Once again, please make sure to check out Biff's channel. I'll link it in the description, and there will be an end card at the end of this video. Also, next week, I'm planning for Sunday is gonna be Katana Zero, and next Wednesday is gonna be Outer Worlds. So those are the two reviews. So if you like any of those games, or if you don't know what they are, look forward to it. Check your notifications. And yeah, once again, if you did like the content, please leave a thumbs up on the video. If you have any future ideas for any future videos, leave a comment down below. And also, if you do like what I do here and want to, help me out, get to that 1,000 and 4,000 hour margins, so I can, make this my full-time job. Maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and also turning on the bell for notifications, so you get notified when I do something. Other than that, I've been me, you've been you. Do something nice, I don't know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.